development of science teaching materials. This is session 5 of Unit 5. In this session, we shall take you through the tips for game-based learning success in science classrooms. I am your course facilitator, Nihad Goni. By the end of going through this session, you should be able to 1. Explain why it is important to teach through games, and 2. Explain how you would facilitate game-based learning in your science classroom. Why is gaming important to the learning success? Using games in teaching is nothing new. One person of remarkable significance to you is Jean Piaget and his constructivism approach. According to Piaget, learning is an active process where the learner takes part of it, since he builds up new ideas based on current or past knowledge. Some of the advantages of using games with learning purposes are: 1. You can learn your mistakes in a safe and simulated environment using games. 2. Learn other ways or more effective techniques to carry out something in particular. 3. The context of a game is generally more engaging because at every stage there is a challenge to achieve that keeps the learner motivated. Lots of concepts nowadays are related to games. Therefore, games can be used for learning purposes, such as gamification or game-based learning. What then is gamification? Gamification is the process of using game mechanics and game thinking in non-gaming contexts to engage users and to solve problems. How do you succeed in game-based learning? Align the game types with your learning outcomes. There are different types of games: boarding games, adventure games, puzzle games, among others. Analyze them and think about which is more suitable to use depending on each situation and the learning outcomes. Role-play games appeal when the audience is, for example, a salesman who needs to learn how to deal with the most common client objections in order to sell his wares. 2. Turn learning and knowledge into the clue for the game. When the gamer receives a positive output by using his knowledge, it is more probable that he will use it again in the game. If the game takes place in a corporate scenario similar to the context of the user, he understands that what he has used in the game would have a similar response in the real-life situation. That means it will become a repetitive behavior transferable to his working environment. 3. Apply proven effective instructional strategies to design the game. Some proven instructional strategies are the use of graphics instead of only text to show and demonstrate how to do things, instead of just put them on a list. To let learners self-assess their knowledge, instead of just answer a final test, and the use of similar scenarios that are easily transferable to the daily life of the gamer. Other useful instructional strategies are the use of self-explanation questions and the use of meaningful feedback. Avoid the typical "yes, you are right" or the negative version of it. Explain to him why he hit the nail on the head, or why he did not get the right answer. In other words, do not miss interactivity. 4. Guide the gamers to achieve the goals. As it happens in casual games, in a game-based learning, the learner has to know what to do and what's the purpose of doing what he does. You can use different strategies to explain this, as a text on a screen, a character that talks to the gamer, or other ways to express this. 5. The game must be immersive. Take care of the storyline. The background of the game is very important. It has to be coherent, especially if the scenario tries to simulate a working environment. If you want them to transfer the knowledge acquired, the scenario must be similar to the ones in the real life. Moreover, if you let the gamer be part of the storyline, instead of being only the one who controls the characters, you will get better results. Thus, let the learner be part of the game. 6. It must be challenging, not so easy and not very difficult. The key is to increase the difficulty while playing. At the beginning of the game, the gamer needs to get used to the game. But after his previous stage, he wants challenges to carry on playing. If the gamer does not face up challenges, he will not engage, and you will lose the learner and also the learning outcome. 7. The game must be reliable. If the audience of your game are employees, they expect to obtain knowledge, skills, and abilities in order to do their job better. In other words, the most important thing is to focus on the learning outcome. As in the example I said earlier, the game expects an environment to practice his sales strategy, to see the response of the client, and to learn other effective abilities for him to sell better. That is the example I gave for the role playing. When an entrepreneur wants to sell his wares to the client, and this client is proven difficult. Let us test ourselves on these questions. Explain 4 strategies you would use to overcome the challenge of game-based learning in classroom. 2. Why is it important to use game-based learning in science? We have come to the end of this session. In this session, we learned the importance of game-based learning in the teaching and learning of science. And we also learned some tips to follow to succeed with game-based learning. Thank you for sticking with me through this lesson, and see you in our next